Did you know that every 10 nights that you stay with IHG, they're going to give you something for free?
Hello, we're the Pottages, and we're not home right now.
I'm Greg.
And I'm Dawn.
And we are here to talk today about the IHG Milestone Rewards Program, the complete guide. And we are in beautiful Lima, Peru. We're at 72 degrees every day. What is the IHG Milestone Rewards Program? Every 10 nights, starting with night 20 through night 100, you'll get a little something to put in your rewards wallet that you can use in the upcoming year.
Once you achieve those nights, you have 90 days to select your reward.
And that is important, and we're going to talk about that a little bit because Dawn here managed to get 3 of these rewards in the month of December. And it is now January, and we have yet to claim any of them, and there's a very specific reason for that.
When you look at the rewards that you can choose, it looks like there's a lot, but there's really only 4 different ones to choose. So we're going to tell you the value of each, when you should choose them, and any restrictions.
So just real quick, the basics. Obviously, to get IHG One Rewards, Milestone Rewards, you have to be a member of the IHG One Rewards. So step 1 is sign up for One Rewards. And right out of the gate, you'll get some benefits that are shown here on the screen. And it's a pretty good program to belong to. So Dawn,
Yes.
What is the second thing you're going to want to do?
You're going to get that credit card.
That's right. Absolutely. You can get any one of these cards. There's 3 tiers to the cards. You have the Traveler, the Premier, or the Premier Business. We are each holding the Premier card. I believe it has a $95 annual fee. But this card gives you your 4th night free. So 4-night stay, you pay for the first 3 nights, the 4th night is free. And that is only with this card. So you want to get this card. The other thing about this card is it's going to get you Platinum Elite status, which gets you up into that realm where you're going to start getting upgrades to your room, and all kinds of other magical doors are going to open. So at a bare minimum, join the club, get the card.
So on the screen is my current status. It is Diamond Elite for 2025. But you can see I haven't stayed any nights.
And this is Dawn's Milestone Rewards Tracker. So it says 20 nights to next milestone, which basically means that on January 1st, the clock reset and you start working towards these rewards again. Your elite status and your milestone rewards are completely decoupled. So in December, Dawn bought the diamond status upgrade by buying some points. That does not mean that she gets all of the milestone rewards leading up to the 70 nights that you would normally need. In order to get those milestones, you have to physically stay the nights. There's no way to shortcut that process. Status and milestone rewards completely decoupled. So Dawn, what happens when you get one of these milestone rewards?
When you get a milestone reward, you open up the app and there's fireworks on the screen. It's very exciting.
It really is.
So my first reward was for 20-night stay, and these are what I can choose. 5,000 bonus points into my account, 2 food and beverage rewards, which are $20 each, so that would be a total of $40, and 1 confirmable suite upgrade.
But then, right after that...
I got a 30-night reward. So they said you can have 5,000 points or you can have the 2 food and beverage. And then I unlocked a 40-night reward. My choices were 10,000 bonus points, 5 food and beverage, which are $20 each, 1 confirmable suite upgrade, or annual lounge membership.
You can already see in the first 3 reward levels that there's a repetition. There's a big, huge table for 20 nights to 100 nights showing you all these things, and it looks like there's all kinds of things available. But there's only 4 reward options. So we'll run through those basically in increasing order of their value. At least what we think their value is. So the least valuable thing, surprisingly, is the bonus points that they will give you.
The first option that they gave me was 5,000 bonus points into my account. It's $25 to purchase 5,000 bonus points.
So that's what they're worth.
That's what they're worth to me.
$25. Now, as my father said many times, if somebody offers you $1, take the dollar. So don't sneeze at $25, right? In Southeast Asia, that's a half a night stay. All right, the next one up is the food and beverage credit. These are pretty slick because you can, when you go down to the front desk and you say, hey, I want to go over to the tienda and get a bottle of wine, and you sign it off to your room, at the end of the stay, if you say, hey, I've got $76 on there, you just jump on the app and you say, I'd like to apply 3 of these certificates, $60 off your bill. So they're really simple to use, and let's face it, we're going to get a bottle of wine here and there. So, as with all things corporate, there are excluded purchases. You can't try and charge your Uber Eats to these things or anything like that. You can't try and shove them in a vending machine to get a Coke or anything like that. And there are some excluded brands. To us, it looks like basically the brands are their resorts, and those are not places that we would generally be staying at anyway. The confirmed suite upgrade. Now, with your platinum status or your diamond status, there's a good chance that you are going to get upgraded, but you are not guaranteed. It is subject to availability, and it is also subject to the whims of the person who's standing at the counter. They have the power to either give you a suite or not give you a suite. So what this does,
we've had it go both ways.
And we've had it go both ways, and we've had situations where we've had such a language barrier with the clerk at the counter that we can't even properly communicate that we are asking for an upgrade. And so I think we've failed a couple times just because we didn't speak the local language well enough.
The Confirmable Suite upgrade, once you pick your certificate, you have 1 year to use it. You can't just go on the app and make your reservation and say, I want the confirmed upgrade. You actually have to pick up the phone, call, and talk to somebody.
Right, and you have to do that between 2 weeks and 24 hours prior to check-in.
Ew!
It's still subject to availability. If they don't have any suites, you're not going to get a suite. And it is only good for up to 5 nights. So if you're doing the every 4th night free, it's functionally good for 4 nights because you're not going to stay a 5th night.
You're either staying 4 nights or 8
nights,
and
right.
You get the suite for 5.
Yeah. Another limitation here is, you are not going to get put into the presidential suite using this. It is for an entry-level suite or a premium room only. In Santiago, we already have a junior suite booked because it was the same price as a standard king room. So we wouldn't want to use our confirmable suite upgrade there because we are already in the room that they would upgrade us to.
Where we are staying now in Lima, Peru, is a Holiday Inn Express. We were checking in on Greg's IHG account. They recognized that he was a platinum member. Greg just happened to say, my wife has diamond status. At that point, the clerk took our room keys back, wrote down my diamond number, and upgraded us to a suite because I had diamond status, not because Greg did.
Right. Also because we're super cool and people want to give us free things. They're like, hey, those guys.
We're fun and friendly.
Friendly people, let's give them free things. Yeah. So if you remember the thing, if you were with us when Dawn bought the diamond status by buying the elite points in December, we had to pay top dollar for those points. It was going to be $360 extra. We weren't sure. And then first thing that happened was they upgraded us at the hotel that we were at the time, and we spent the next 15 nights in a suite. Well, when we got
Well, hold the phone. They upgraded my reservation to a room that was twice the size of what we were staying in.
Yes.
And then when my reservation ended, we went back to the front desk and said, we have a second reservation at this hotel on Greg's account.
And they let us stay in the same room. So we ended up
Yep.
15 nights in that suite.
15 nights in that twice the size room.
Yeah.
And then we came here and they gave us the biggest room on this floor.
Yeah. So 20 nights in a suite here off of her account when we booked on mine. So we have long since eclipsed the $360 value of what we paid, which is exactly what we said we thought would happen if we didn't take advantage of it. And so we're already seeing it. IHG and particularly Holiday Inn Express is just fantastic about recognizing elite status, and their clerks. Every country we've been in, every one of these hotels we've been in, have just gone above and beyond trying to find something free that they can give us, some way that they can upgrade us. So this is rapidly becoming our favorite chain. Annual lounge membership. What do we love more than traveling?
Eating.
Eating fancy. We love eating fancy. Annual lounge membership is a great way to eat fancy for free.
So what comes with annual lounge membership? You and a guest will enjoy exclusive club lounge access during your stays at participating hotels.
We don't have any experience with these club lounges yet. We know that Intercontinentals almost always have them, so we have 8 days booked in an Intercontinental just so that we can, and we booked it on Dawn's account even though we're working towards my nights for the year, just so that we can try out the annual lounge membership and report back to y'all as to whether it's worth it. You know, supposedly you can go in there and you can get your breakfast, and then they have like an afternoon snacks or afternoon tea or whatever you want to call it, but it's basically you can make it into your dinner, and they have cocktails and stuff like that, and that's all included. And when you look at booking rooms, they'll say, you know, a standard room rate, you know, $100, and if you want to have lounge access, it'll be like $140. It's like a $40 a day value, and they charge by person. If you go in and you say your reservation is for one person versus 2 people, it's more for 2 people to get that lounge access. We think this is going to be a really good one because we do spend way too much money eating out, and if we can just eat our meals in the lounge most days, we think it'll more than make up the difference in cost between, say, a Holiday Inn Express and an Intercontinental. And it is good from the time that you select it for the remainder of the year and the entirety of the following year. So that is why, even though she hit her 40 nights in December, we deferred selecting it until January so that we will get all of 2025 and all of 2026. So we're going to get 24 months off of this one selection. The other benefits, like the food and beverage credits or the guaranteed suite upgrade, those expire 12 months from the date that you select them, not the date that you earned them. So she earned those in December. We have until mid-March to select them, and we are going to wait until the last possible second to select them so that we have the full year period to use them.
If you enjoyed this type of content, please consider giving us a like and a subscribe. We'll also have links below for the IHG credit cards.
Join the club, get the card, buy the points, do the math.
Do the math.
Until next time, happy
Happy
travels.